Hello everyone, Jason Markowitz here from Jan Supply, and today I wanted to show you one of our new product offerings from the Hoover commercial line. If you've seen any of our videos so far, this isn't one of the battery powered option. This is one of the more conventional option. It's called the Hushtone 15 Plus. It's a little bit more robust and comes with a little bit more in the box. Without further ado, let's open it up and see what we got going on here. Hoover's pretty consistent with their nice packaging. Always love how you can see from the outside of the box. All right, looks like we've got the extension cord first. Pretty nice one, nice gauge. This looks like the top portion of the handle. Important to note, this isn't plastic, this is aluminum, feels pretty good. Looks like we also have a quick start guide here. And what's really nice about the Hushtone is that it comes ready to use right out of the box, no assembly required. And let's just take it out and see what we got. On the front here, we've got the nice handle up top. It's got a nice rubberized grip so that it doesn't bother your hand if you're vacuuming for a very long time. Moving down a little bit further, we have the area where you will connect the power cord. And what's nice about that is because you can disconnect it and connect it, you have the option to maybe swap out a longer extension cord if you've got a lot of ground to cover. Just gives you a little bit more flexibility with storage. And it's one of those features that people don't necessarily think a lot about, but it really can add a lot of value. Close to where you plug in the extension cord, we have the on-off switch. What's different about this one compared to some of the other vacuums on the market, it has two power levels. On the lower power level, it's 69 decibels, meaning that there is a chance you can get away with vacuuming in the office while someone might be on the phone. It's a little bit of a lower setting, but of course, if you needed that full power, you have the higher setting or full boost, where you're not necessarily worried about being so quiet, but rather really need to get the job done and get what's in your path. Moving to the front of the machine or moving down a little bit further, we have the area where you can put in the replacement bag. So it's a very nice spring-loaded design. In here you can also see that there's some filtering down at the bottom. And on the reverse side of the cover, you have the bag itself. This is a Hoover CU2 bag, and of course we'll have these in stock to sell along with the vacuums. And then it's got a nice little push system so that it's easy to take on and take off the bag. More details to come when we do our full demo video. We'll show, pictures and videos for all of these little processes. Just to kind of get our feet wet, do a little bit of an unboxing. If we're moving down a little bit further, we have a few options here, which is really nice. And this is to adjust to the type of floor that you are working on. So on the top here, we can move this switch and it adjusts things to work a little bit better on the bare floor. Here on the next option we have is high traffic area. So I'm assuming that might turn the power up on the brush a little bit and help bring up and pull up things that might get ground into the carpet because it's constantly being walk on. We also have a great option for the commercial carpet, so meaning it's probably better for the lower piles, and you're not worried about those shag carpets. And then of course over here we do have an option for the high pile. So maybe if you were in a little bit more of a residential setting. Now, this Hoover has, another really great feature that you can't really see with the eye. It's called the Intellibelt. And what that is it's permanent belt protection by an automatic shutdown if a jam were to occur. On some vacuums, the belt can really be a pain point, and you hear all the time about vacuums breaking and belts getting jammed and things like that. So with the auto shut-off sensor, it allows you to kind of stop, investigate, and see what you need to do to kind of unclog the vacuum. It is kind of the nature of using a vacuum. Of course, you're going to be sucking things up, and every now and then, things don't work out properly. So what's nice about this one, though, is that even if you were going to try to, unjam your vacuum or make sure that everything was working properly. It's really, really easy to access the brush roll, and there's no tools to actually go through and change out or upgrade the belt. So that's really nice that you know, if you were caught in the middle of a clean, you really didn't need to totally stop what you were doing, run to the car, get your tool bag. You can kind of investigate with what's going on, you know, right in the account while you're working. And you know, lastly, one of the more impressive options here is the filter system. Hoover calls it the Hexaguard, excuse me. And what it does is it really makes sure that allergens and dust, dirt, and debris aren't getting back into the air after you kind of pick that up from the floor with the vacuum. This filter system is rated to trap about 99% of dirt and pollen as small as 0.5 microns, and that's very, 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 very small, like water droplet small. And so if we go through here and pull out the filter, you see you have, you know, the first set of filters here. And then there's a little particulate filter that goes in between. And if you shake it, you can hear that it's specifically made to stop things from coming out. It's got some sort of, I believe maybe a charcoal additive inside of the filter to make sure that nothing is really getting through. So this just sits in here like this. And then the other filter, the secondary filter, goes on, and it just snaps into place. And then if we rotate to the back, there's just some areas to hold some of the extensions. So this is the brush tool, this is the crevice tool, and it just kind of fits in this little groove here and snaps into place. And then of course this one will fit in as well and snap right into place. And in addition to these attachments, you do have a little bit of a longer wand that comes off, so that way you can do some higher dusting or get some corners and edges. And so the way to do that is to go ahead and release the wand here and push on that orange button, and then it releases this very nice flexible hose that can also extend very easily. So you can see how long, you know, you can get up to. And what's nice about the wand here is that all the little attachments on the back, you know, they're compatible with each other. So they just slip right in, have a nice connection, and like I said before, allows you to get up high or down low, or use the crevice tool to get that annoying spot in between the couch and the wall, or whatever that might look like for you. So with that really takes us through the majority of the features with the Hushtone backpack, or with the Hushtone upright. And of course, we'll have a few more videos to come in terms of demos and, you know, how-tos in terms of changing the bag and maybe looking into the belts a little bit more. We'll have these available online at our website and in our store here in Southfield. Please make sure to check out our website at www.jan-supply.com, or leave any comments down below if you have any questions. We'll make sure to get back to you as soon as we can. Thank you guys. Jason Markowitz from Jan Supply. This was the Hoover Hushtone.